Hello, my name is Bob Alcock, and I'm going to show you today a tiger's ear using Cretacolor pastel pencils. As you can see, it's already been drawn in white, that's zinc white number 102, and I shall be adding black at the exterior of the ear just to give a little bit of shape, but not all the way around because you can't see black all the way around. But that will become more clear as we move on, so just add a few bits and pieces across the top for where the black hairs show through. Then we shall move on then to the middle of the ear, which is very, very dark shadow. And I'll put that in with black as hard as you like. I'll change to using the pencil on its side because you can cover more that way and probably get a little more pressure on without breaking the point. And then once that's done, when you've filled it up to the level you want, you just give it a little rub with your finger, clean finger, and spread it around a little bit so that the black shadow spreads onto the outer part of the ear. It's not quite finished, we'll just put a little more black on, and later on we will add some more darks into there, but we'll wait until some of the hairs are on next. I'm using Bister now, number 217. That's a good base colour I use on a lot of animals. You can put any colour over it quite successfully. Just putting it around the ear where the longer hairs are at the bottom of the ear. Not going for detail at this stage, just a nice covering which we'll rub in fairly gently once it's finished with a clean finger. Take it into the black so that you've got some merging of colours. Of course my big finger's left a smudge on the outside, so erase that with just a normal synthetic eraser. Now I'm going to use orange here, that's number 111. Just a little bit of ochre in there as well, the 202. Almost taking the shape of hairs, but not in any great detail at the moment. A little bit more black just to make that a bit more in the shade there. Now I'm applying ivory, just with the point of ivory, just small flicks. Show the hairs on that side of the ear, just into the black surround, so it looks as if the hairs are over the top of the black, which is the way it should be. Then I use zinc white for the lighter part of the ear, the outside, and covering some of the ivory, just to give it a little more colour, well not colour, but a little more light. Always dab the end of the hairs when you finish them. It makes them fade into the shadow, which makes it look far more natural than if you left them. Using the orange again on top of the bistre and the ochre in that area. A little bit of orange around the outside of the shadow, just to give that little bit of colour. Then we'll use the white again. We'll put a bit more black in first, I think, just to break up that edge a bit. Get back to the white. Flick the hairs on in the direction they should be. It's always important to follow the correct direction. touch them at the base again just to lose them in the shadow. Then you can start to flick the hairs across using the point of the zinc white, but make sure the point's nice and clean. Now I know in doing this that I'm going to take some of these hairs out because I'll probably add a little more blacking and some more orange at a certain stage, but it's just to give me a general idea. And when I'm ready, I shall put the finishing touches to the white within the ear. Just add a few more black hairs around the edge of the ear. Just trying to decide what to do with the white there. Left it, gone back to the ochre, flicked up a little bit there with some ivory to lighten it. A few more zinc white hairs in there. A little bit more black defining the outer part of the ear, adding orange into the base of the ear where the hair would come off the head. A little bit of ivory to show some of the hairs, it's called the light. Just putting a little bit of black between the hairs. You can see that that bit there at the base of the shadow, they've lost the white on there. So we'll have a look at that in a second and add more hairs into that area to make it complete. Just putting a little bit of the head on there with a little bit of this black stripe. No detail because that will come into a later episode. Now there's his ear, pretty well finished except for some of the hairs in the bottom part of the shadow. So just clean the pencil, just flicked a few over. And that basically is that. Just touch them. Add a few little bits of black in just to make them stand out more. And if you need to know anything, please contact me on my website or through the email, the numbers which are being given now. Thanks for listening and watching. Bye.